First off, this article has to start with a disclaimer. I'm a Celtic fan, and have written about the club for years. I'm also an Australian sports journalist, covering the National Rugby League and Aussie cricket from here in Sydney. I state these facts because wandering blindly in the debate that has sprung up over the weekend has seen many well-informed people told that they just don't understand. So, at the risk of being pilloried by both #FitBA Twitter and #Saka Twitter, there you have it. When the news dropped on Saturday morning, Sydney time, that Ange Postecoglou, probably Australia's most celebrated football manager, was linked with the vacancy at Celtic, one of European football's most historic clubs, the general reaction was outrage from the Scottish part of the internet, and excitement from the small part of Australian society that cares about football. The reaction takes two forms. In Scotland, the idea that the nation's perennial champions, 9 of the last 10 championships, and 14 of the last 20, would have a coach from a country in which football is, at best, the fourth most popular sport and whose domestic competition is, at best, globally peripheral, is ludicrous. Simply by dint of provenance, Postecoglou was unacceptable. On the other side, Aussies saw Postecoglou as finally getting his crack, the culmination of years of success. In Australia, few would argue that Postecoglou is one of the preeminent coaches of the A-League era. He's won multiple titles, led the national team to continental success and overseen a youth development program that has seen Australia qualify for 4 consecutive World Cups. It is, of course, possible that Ange Postecoglou is the best Australian manager ever, and yet still too small a figure for Celtic, because ultimately, football is a very globally unbalanced sport. His prospective appointment, from Celtic side of things, makes little sense. Celtic were all in for Eddie Howe, the former Bournemouth boss, until the end of last week. For them to move straight for Postecoglou shows a total lack of joined-up thinking. Howe is big-name English manager, with an established reputation and drawing power for players, whereas Postecoglou is at his core a coach, used to working in a competition with a salary cap and in national team setups, where the emphasis is on developing the players that you already have. The players aspect is vital. Celtic are likely to lose all their best players this transfer window. Odsonne Edouard, their star striker, and Christopher Odger, their best defender, will undoubtedly leave. Scott Brown, captain for the last decade, is already out the door. Whoever takes over will have to begin to rebuild a team from scratch.